Scofield himself was actually a horrible man. He was drunk. There was the story that you hear about him coming to an aha moment. No, he left his wife and kids and basically somehow landed in Dallas, where he met some Freemasons. They introduced him to Sam Untermeyer, who's known, I guess, most notoriously for blackmailing Woodrow Wilson in order for him to have the Supreme Court Justice, Louis Brandeis. He's basically said he blackmailed Woodrow Wilson to get Louis Brandeis the Supreme Court nomination. And Samuel Untermeyer allowed this guy, Scofield, entry into the Lotus Club. Lotus Club was a remarkably Jewish club in New York City. The majority of the club was Jewish people supporting the Zionist cause. Out of nowhere, this poor guy, this poor pastor, suddenly has enough money to go be funded overseas, and he meets their friends who are running the Oxford University Press, and they give him a book deal before the book is even written. And he's going to do notations on a Bible. And then he spent some time in Switzerland at the same time that the Zionist Congress was held in Switzerland. And suddenly, it took him just a couple of years after shaking hands with the Oxford University Press, a man that had no experience. He wasn't even a university grad, had no professional background, gets a book deal so massive that suddenly they begin printing this Bible, which featured, just as John Rich said, notations. Supposed to believe Scofield wrote that. How long would it take you if you had to put notes for every verse in the Bible? How quickly could you do that? It's amazing how quickly he did it. And suddenly, because it was funded by Zionists, it became a Bible that was the most massive in print.